Hey Leo, EverlongMystic here. So we're gonna get a light cycle and a dark cycle that you're in and see what information we can get about it. I'm gonna start with an oracle card, an Eidolon. Alright, so light cycle. Alchemist, number 11. Look at you. Alchemist, very cool. And then we have a dark cycle, and we'll look at that in a minute. Alright. Man, I almost think I should... Hold on, I'm gonna grab my alchemy deck real quick. Okay, I got the alchemy deck. I already have a tarot that I plan on using for the light cycle, but just because the alchemist came out, there is some kind of... I don't know if it's transformation or just... I don't know, it kind of feels like a secret. But let's see, what is... Oh, that's too many. No! Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of sort it here. We're gonna pick one from the middle here. Whoa. Sap of the moon plant? Oh my gosh. Okay, what is that about? Alright, sap of the moon plant. I mean, that could be a secret. There's secrets in the moon, with the moon. Let's see. We are XLI. Okay, it says nocturnal sacred water of the unconscious. Succus lunaria is an ancient substance said to be born of water, plant, and moonlight. This elixir develops in the depth of night. Wow, I mean, depth of night, that kind of looks a little depth of nighty, you know what I mean? And is thus a metaphor for the wellspring of the unconscious. When this alchemical magic is afoot, it's all about dreams. The answer you are seeking will not come from the intellect, nor the opinion of others. It will surface from the depths, as if rising from the ancient waters of your memory. The work is to rest, restore, and awaken your celestial senses. Do this by pausing, releasing your grip. The sap of the moon plant signifies you're in the deep territory of destiny and the imagination. This is a mythic moment. I'm getting goosebumps here. The dream is waiting to show itself, but awaits your sincere invitation. Ask and rest. All will be revealed. Okay, so if you don't have a dream journal, you should go get one. And actually write in it, or at least for the next few days. If you have one and you don't usually write in it, that seems like a very good idea. There's one underneath it. No way. What is that? Autumn. The time is now. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking cool. Wow. Let's stick this like this. Okay, oof, Leo, what you doing? Alright, so Leo, light cycle. So right now or through like the period of autumn is this light cycle. Man, and look at all of these like golden nuggets in this tree. It's like it's just waiting for you to tap into it. Wow. And it's like even the symbol down here, it has like the little curly cues right here that remind me of the Leo symbol. Damn, this is for you, Leo. Alright. Light cycle for Leo. Light cycle. Oh, yeah. King of Pentacles. God, this feels like an offering. It's kind of like, it's, I don't know if, I mean, it's like this, like there's a challenge that's being offered to you. Because it's like he's already got the pentacle, right? He already knows all about material world, all that stuff. You know, he's made his money, he's got the things or whatever. But what he's offering you, Leo, is he's got like these little mountains in his hand. Oh my gosh, you could see my mosquito bite. Don't look. He's got these mountains in his hand, and it's like he's already been through this difficulty. I almost feel like this is like some kind of messenger of like the universe. And like with this alchemist card here, it's like you're somehow tapping into it. You're somehow realizing, like you're finally peeking around the corner in like in the dark or in your subconscious. You're peeking around the corner and you're noticing whatever this is. And it's like there's also something to say about how these mountains are huge in the background, but these mountains are so tiny in the hand, right? I mean, it could be just some kind of like weird epiphany about perspective or something. I mean, like, he seems like he's a really cool dude. You know, it's like in the way he's just like revealing this pentacle, like it's like he's showing you his t-shirt, like been there, done that. See, look, I even have the t-shirt. But this is what we're doing now, Leo. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is so similar to this card here. It's like you're peeking around the corner, discovering something in a place that has kind of like been not really forthcoming, you know what I mean? And then it's like you discover something. You just discover something, and it's like I don't know, it's like a tiny miracle or something. Is that it? It's just discovering a tiny miracle? Man, I wonder if, because of just all this moon energy and like it's supposed to be just you discovering something. King of Wands, so there is some kind of upgrade here. Because you have the Knight of Wands and then you have the King of Wands. It's like the Knight of Wands is where it's kind of like this is describing like the progression of what's to happen for you during this light cycle, Leo, because it's almost like the king, I mean, it can be like the King of Pentacles is what you were, like very focused in the material with material things, you know, maybe just establishing your, you know, like a secure foundation for yourself. But then you just it's like but then you discover something, and you discover something like something from your subconscious, and it kind of like, you know, this alchemist, it's like it kind of changes something in you, and there's information coming forth in your dream state, specifically in the autumn, because like even the autumn, there's changes that happen like in nature, you know what I mean? It's like when the leaves change color and they fall off, and the temperature changes, and it's, you know, like a harvest period. It's like you're supposed to be harvesting something interesting and like important for you during this season through like this sap of the moon plant, this like an unknown area, an area that you don't frequent very often, or not often enough, something like that. But then, and then it kind of gives you this upgrade where you go from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. And this King of Wands, he's like, I see it, and he's feeling it. He's actually feeling it in this card. And I feel like this fire is like this fire is like an energy because it's not burning his hands. It's not burning his hands. It's like he's feeling it, you know? This is definitely worth looking into. Very interesting light cycle you have going on, Leo. So now let's switch gears and we're going to look at the dark cycle. What is the dark cycle that you're experiencing right now? Oh, okay. So we have encounter. Now this is, okay, I will say it's slightly creepy. Slightly creepy. So there's an encounter, and I'm not sure which figure you are here. I mean, it definitely feels like kind of like meeting up with someone, but I don't know that it is entirely intentional. It's almost like someone, like the universe, let's say the universe sent like an earth angel or something, like to come in contact with you, to have some type of encounter that kind of triggers like maybe some kind of unhealed part of you, or triggers your shadow self or something like that. But it's like some kind of weird meetup that's just meant to kind of, I don't know, activate you somehow. Let's see. So dark cycle for Leo. What is this encounter about? Oh, Journey of Darkness. It's the Fool. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm wondering if this dark cycle isn't actually so dark. I think it's supposed to appear dark. Because really, what is the alchemist doing? He's in the dark. And the dark can be, like your subconscious, and like this mysterious moon sap energy and dreamy, all that stuff. But it's like this dark cycle here is like it's the Fool. It's like it's a new. It's almost like this encounter sparks some kind of new journey into the dark for you, and it could very well be discovering that something that you thought was dark isn't so dark. Maybe, I don't know, but what else is this really? What else is this about? What does Leo encounter? What does Leo encounter on this journey of darkness? And now my throat's getting irritated. Maybe I don't want to say it. Oh, okay. So we have the Four of Torment here. Okay, so Leo, we have the Four of Torment here, and that would be like the Four of Swords. And so this card has different meanings when I see it. So like washed up. That's the key words here. And it's like it's something done, like, man, I'm just washed up, like I'm no longer a success at this. I need to change something. Or I can't do this anymore, or I'm ruined. I just fucked everything up, or something like that, right? Where, man, you're just a has-been, right? You're a has-been. That's how it feels. I'm not saying you're a has-been, but it's the feeling of that, right? feeling like maybe you're past your prime or something like that. But also, it is Four of Swords, which is that rest and recuperation after like something super painful. And that super painful thing could be just, feeling like you don't have any more good stuff to experience or something like that. It really depends on the person as to what that Three of Swords was that led to this Four of Swords. But it's something that, I mean, it's the Four of Torment. In this deck, swords are torment. It's the way that you mentally just scream at yourself. I mean, you've got this screaming crow here, and it's like a way that you beat yourself up. And this person that's lying here on the ground is like just exhausted, right? So it's like you are journeying. It's like this dark cycle is about journeying into this feeling right here. And I don't think you normally, like, I don't think you would have cared to go there, right? Like maybe I dealt with it, it's in the past, whatever, it doesn't define me, that kind of thing. But there's this encounter. It's like you run across someone or something, and it sparks this journey into this feeling here. All right, is there anything else? Anything else for Leo? One more. Man, more torment. Flesh wounds. Okay, yeah, that's what you're dealing with. You've got the Three of Torment, which is the Three of Swords, which we were just talking about. So it's like it's different for each one of you, but there is a wound. There's a wound that threatened the core of you. I mean, look how it's like centered in this person. It's like there's this wound that threatened the core of you and could very well have made you feel like you were washed up, you were has been, or you're not good enough, or whatever. And it's like you're meant to explore that, because there's something important right in here about all of these inner workings. You see all these gears. See all those gears in there? It's like this is an important discovery about the inner workings of you. And I feel like just like how this gold kind of, it makes me immediately want to go to this autumn. Like there's something to be harvested here. Now, I don't know. I want to say that these two cycles for you are loosely connected. They're not as majorly connected as some of the other signs had, but it's kind of loosely connected here, but it's worth it. I feel like this, whatever you're harvesting from here, is going to just be a major eye-opener, like kind of like this guy here, where he's like looking at this thing in his hand going, oh, that, or you know what I mean? So, all right, Leo, this is your light and dark cycle message, and I hope it helped you in some way. I thank you for embracing your inner mystic, and I will see you next time. Bye, Leo.